know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Welcome back to the SUED P Diaries. It's your girl SUED P, and I'm back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the SUED P Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, brief check-in, a brief sound check. Please let me know if you guys can hear. All right, let me know if you can hear before we jump into the show. So let me know if you can hear. Let me know really quickly. Let me know. Okay, all right. So we got a brief check-in, quick check-in with the people. Roll call. I got Helen Johns, Cheryl Hayes, Maya, Steph M, Mrs. Jordan, Lynn E, my mod, Blogs and Tees. Lynn says, hey y'all. Helen John says, hi SUED P, hope your day is bright. Cheryl Hayes says, hi SUED P in chat. Maya says, hi everyone. Spill it, SUED P. I know that's right. Steph M, hey everyone. Miss Jordan, good afternoon. Blogs and T says, hey, we in here. Good evening. Hey, Blogs and T. Life with the Leonard family says, hello all. Tanja, hey girl. And Nay, Channel Chatter, my mod. People coming in. Where they coming in? They're coming in. So yes, you guys, we got a lot to talk about. We got some topics that we're going to be discussing. And the first one up is Kim Ye. Oh, Kim Ye. Kim Ye. All right. So Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, we know that they've been out here, child. They've been going through their breakup in front of the entire world, their divorce. And we all watching, all right? We're all watching, okay? We all watching. We're watching this public breakup, and Kim done moved on with her life. Kanye done moved on with his life. He's with Julia. I'm sorry. Kanye's with Julia, and Kim is with Pete Davidson, all right? And Kanye, he's around here doing interviews, child. He was down there to the neighborhood talk. And it's reportedly that Kanye is upset that Pete Davidson is around his kids. And he also feels that Kim and Pete's relationship is fake. Okay, an insider states that Kanye has been telling friends that Pete wears the worst clothes ever and they look like items from the mall. He still feels suppressed by Kim even though they're separated, and he feels that he has kept a lot of things quiet for her and he likes to speak his mind, so he feels suppressed. Okay, he said he keeping a lot of things on the hush hush down there about the Kardashians. For one, he believes that her relationship with Pete is fake. He believes that the Kardashians make up storylines for their lives, and he's sick of it. He feels she's going for the complete opposite of him just to upset him. Now, we know about the sources and the insiders. So the sources added that Kanye has been dissing Pete's sense of style, saying he thinks it affects all the work that he put in with Kim and her look, all that he has put in to make Kim look good. She's ruining it all with this Pete Davidson. Kanye is also reportedly worried that his children are turning into mini Paris Hiltons with the way Kim dresses them now, and worries about North having a TikTok account. He's not feeling that, okay? Kanye recently sat down with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, and during that interview, he went on a warning in a rampage, and he warned Kim and her family about his kids. He said this now, y'all, all right? He said this straight up. He said, I'm going to tell you straight up, don't play with my kids. Don't play with my kids. Whoever y'all work for, whoever y'all think the family is working for, I'm telling you right now, don't play with my children. And it's going to be all legal. It's going to be all legal, baby. And he said they better not try to hold him back. They better get down or lay down. They better participate with no noise, he said, because they can go on CNN, make all the jokes they want. They can make jokes in the media. They can plant stories about whoever I'm dating, whatever they want to do. They can block deals. They can do all that type of stuff. But just know, you play with my kids and I'm coming for you, okay? Now, during Kim's SNL appearance, y'all know she subtly shaded Kanye. She said in this little speech and this little, she did like a skit, and she was in there with Pete and everything. And on the SNL appearance, she said, I've been very blessed in this life, and I'm grateful for everything. Honestly, all the ups, all the downs. I mean, I married the best rapper of all time. Not only that, he's the richest black man in America, a talented man, a legit genius who gave me 4 incredible kids. So when I divorced him, you have to know it came down to just one thing: his personality. I know it sounds mean, but people keep telling me that comedy comes from truth. And if there's one thing that I always strive to be, it's genuine. Girl, stop it, Kim. Stop it, Kim. Now, we know it ain't nothing genuine about you and them Kardashians. All right, now, Kanye noted that he would remain calm and he wouldn't allow anyone to manipulate his story. We know that in 2022, Kanye said that he is going to control the narrative about him. He said, you ain't finna gaslight me. It's going to be calm like this, but that's not what we finna play. I'm going to be calm. But you trying to antagonize me over my children? He said, you ain't finna gaslight me. All right, I'm going to be calm, but that's not what we finna play. Now, he was also upset about Kim's security allegedly won't letting them see their kids. So he goes on to say, so it's like 3 a.m. I just got off the phone with my cousins who I had directed to sit down and meet with Kim because earlier this week when I went to go pick up my kids from school, the security stopped me at the gate. So at that point, the security was between me and my children, and that was not going to happen. He said the issue came to a head when North asked Kanye to come inside, and he was once again stopped by security. He said, I'm driving them as long as I bring them back. And North is like, I want you to come upstairs and see something. And it's like, okay, daddy can't come inside because they not letting me do that. Okay. And he said, now I'm hearing that the new boyfriend is actually in the house that I can't even go into. And that's when I called my cousins. Okay. He said he called his cousins. So then my cousins pull up and she's talking to me. And I say, give me a breather. Get away from me. She's not taking accountability for the fact that she didn't do what she was supposed to do. And that added to me being in a mood where I was like, I'm not going to have it. All right. So he's saying, he can't even see his children, all right? Security is stopping him when he goes up onto that gate. He trying to bring North back. He done did the daddy-daughter date. And he can't even come into the house. Can't even come in the house and take his daughter up to her room, all right? Now I know that Kanye, they portray in the media, that Kanye, and he said, he has mental health issues and such. And I understand him and Kim broke up and she really wants to paint him, in front of the public like he's just this lunatic. All of a sudden now he's this lunatic, they're divorced. They're divorcing because they're not legally divorced yet, but she went on down there in February. Once she filed for divorce, she also filed to have her declared as single. Okay, she doesn't want to be known as married, even though her divorce is not legally, finalized. She wants to be known as a single woman. All right, so she says she's done. She done moved on. Pete done laid it down. Now I've heard word on the curb is that Pete is really, enlarged down to the male genital area, that he's blessed in that area. So y'all know, ladies, y'all know how it is when a man puts it down. And some women, it can make their wigs get tossed back. Their wig caps can get tossed back. Them lace fronts can get pulled back a little bit, And she's like, I'm done. I'm done with Kanye. You know what I mean? And he's a white boy. All right. So now you didn't have to be with a black man in order to have an enlarged girth. You were able to get with a white man. It's like, okay, I can live my white life. I can go on about my white business. And he got it going on. I ain't got to get the black dick no more. Woo! Cha! Because these black men is crazy. Now he's a crazy black man. But he wasn't a crazy black man when he was a millionaire and he was giving you these 4 children. I'm just saying. Don't get mad. I'm just saying. That's just my take on that, okay? But I don't think that he's a bad father. I do not like when women, I'm not in their business. These are just my opinions. Everything that's said on this channel is for entertainment. I am not the encyclopedia. I'm not the end all and be all. These are my opinions, okay? But I don't believe that he is a bad father, and I feel like they should just be separating that. Don't put him and his kids at odds with each other, and don't strain their relationship just because you want to move on with Pete. You want to move on, move on. Kanye, you need to move on. The woman don't want you no more. Criticizing her new man, sitting down, going on rants, and now all of a sudden you're woke and you want to interview with people and you want to do, we don't need that, Kanye. Just go on and do your life, live your life. We don't need to see your life in the public. I'm with Shaq, because Shaq recently said he don't feel sorry for Kanye. You putting your life in the public eye. I don't feel sorry for you. Everything, you're putting it all on social media. So people got their opinions. They dragging you. Brother, you shouldn't put it out there. So I agree with that. But I don't agree that they should, put their relationship in, with the children. I think they need to separate that. Now, one thing I will say about this, who they working for. Kanye, you're part of this machine, and whoever you're trying to elude, the secret society, the Illuminati folks, and whoever the Kardashians work for, you are very much a part of that as well. And you already know what it's given. Don't try to tell on people now and try to expose them now because it's given, okay, but I don't know. He could be trying to, give us some insight as to, honey, they was down there trying to black magic me. They was doing all kinds of shit and I had to get out. Okay. But, he trying to give us a little insight as to what we all know that there is a machine, and we know that it's people backing y'all. We know that y'all billionaires. It's just not a coincidence that you're a billionaire. We know it's people backing it, but don't be trying to expose them now, Kanye, because you were very much a part of that. All right. Now, Kanye also is down there trying to his next fashion show. He says that he wants to work with founder of Skid Row Fashion Week and wants the homeless residents to model clothes. Kanye West might be a busy man these days, but not too busy that he can't be a voice for the homeless. According to TMZ, Kanye West is preparing to team up with the Skid Row Fashion Week producer. Kanye is working with streetwear brand Skid Row Fashion Week on a new collab and fashion show with the ultimate goal of helping the homeless. The founder of the fashion line, David Sebastian, met with Kanye earlier this month while Ye was recording Donda 2 at his studio in LA's Art District near Skid Row, and they decided to create a Yeezy times Skid Row Fashion Week clothing collab. According to David, his company donates a portion of all sales in hopes of helping individuals living on Skid Row. So Kanye says that he wants to team up with this founder and he wants to do a fashion week fashion show, and he wants the homeless residents to model the clothes. All right. Now I'm going to tell y'all what I think about this. Okay? Now, Kanye, I don't know what kind of homeless people you think. This is an example of a celebrity being out of touch with the realities of Skid Row. Now, I don't know if you've seen these documentaries about Skid Row in Los Angeles. I don't know if you've done your research. I don't even know if you went down there on Skid Row. But this is not giving, white, homeless people. Have you seen the people down there on Skid Row? All right. There's a particular YouTuber that does interviews with these people. He gets a lot of them. Have you seen the folks that are down there on Skid Row? I don't think they have the capacity to model any clothes. And if they're not little white, there are some little white homeless college kids down there. That might be in Hollywood. You might go down. But Skid Row is very much older black people, older white people, older Mexican people, people with no teeth, people that are alcoholics, drug addicts. They're addicted to all types of substances down there on Skid Row. Homeless families living in tents. They're dirty, they haven't showered, and some of them do go into the shelter and they do get cleaned up. But these people are in dire situations. I don't think they give a damn about modeling any clothes for you and your Skid Row Fashion Week cronies. Okay, I don't think that you have paid attention to the dynamic and the people that are really on that Skid Row. I don't think you really understand what it's giving, okay? It's not giving the homeless people that you see in movies, the people that y'all depict in your videos. It's not that, honey. It's the older black people, honey. They honey, get the monkey out my back. They shot JFK. They gonna blurt that shit out in the middle of the fashion show, okay? Get your hand out my pocket. Honey, it's not going to be giving artsy, okay? It's not going to be nothing artsy about this, all right? Honey, no ma'am, okay? I need to know. Kanye needs a good PR person and crisis manager. I should send him my resume. Venetia, you going on down there because something's wrong with Kanye. If he think that these homeless people give a damn about modeling any clothes. And it's always like a celebrity, always like a rich person, always wanting to go on down and look at my little homeless people. I got to do this because it's a Skid Row Fashion Week. So we're going to go really get Skid Row people. No, it's not going to work. These people are mentally ill. A lot of them have mental illnesses. They're not going to be able to collaborate with no fashion. Marissa says, I think when his mom was here, she really helped him kept his mental health in check. I know she was his manager. Yes, I believe that. I agree with that. I believe that the mother did. But listen, these are not those type of people, honey. This is not the movies. These are real homeless people. I don't know if you have ever experienced what it's like to be amongst a group of homeless people. Homelessness is real. It is nothing to be made an art out of. It's real. So I hope you pay those people. Now, if you go through with this, I hope you pay those people, because the people down there too, the Sunday show and they say he don't pay them people. All right. That Sunday show he put on, I can't even think of the name of it, but honey, they say he don't pay them. So I really hope that you do pay these people. If you do, that they're just not going to be props. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Janet Jackson. All right. So Janet Jackson recently did a documentary, and it basically aired last night. Yeah, last night, Friday, January 28th. It aired last night, and Janet covered a lot of topics in this documentary. She covered a lot of taboo subjects, but she really honed in on the rumor about her being pregnant back in the day, as well as how she felt being having a brother like Michael Jackson, living in his shadow, and when he was accused of, the child, allegations. So Janet Jackson's documentary of her life story and career aired last night, January 28th, and in it she addresses the long-standing rumors that suggest she had a secret baby with her ex-husband James DeBarge during the 80s. But during that, she said, I could never keep a child away from James. How could I keep a child from their father? I could never do that. That's not right. She's always denied these speculations, though. You guys know that. She's always said that there was never a baby. But these rumors started when she was on the set of season 4 of the NBC series Fame. Now, y'all remember Fame back in the 80s and 84. And now when she was on season 4 of that, she was just looking a little plump. And people was like, wait a minute, something going on. All right. Now, Janet said, a lot of the kids thought I was pregnant because I had gained weight and I had started taking birth control pills. All right. Now, she shared that's a vulnerable thing for a woman to admit. Now, she said back then you could pick up weight taking birth control pills. And that's what happened to me. So that rumor started going around. Now, the former married couple in 1984 had ended their relationship the following year. And that rumor got out of control. And it involved a lot of people's families, like her family members, his family members. First, they were saying that my niece Brandy was my daughter and that I gave her to my brother Jackie to raise. And then she said, because Randy's daughter looks so much like me, they started saying it was Stevana, Randy's daughter. So they also said that she gave the baby to Rebe. And I remember that Rebe was the one raising Janet Jackson's daughter. Now, Debbie Allen spoke out, who has co-starred with Janet on the show, and she backed up Janet's story and remembers being surprised with the rumors. Debbie said, these were rumors that were just flying around, honey, like hash in a diner. Where was the baby? No one saw a baby. I mean, she was there with us all day, every day. Where was the baby? Ooh, child, where the baby? Where is the baby? Where the baby at? Now, she went on to start talking about being the sister of Michael Jackson. Okay, first, she said her and Michael used to be very close. And, as time went on and he got successful, their relationship got strained. All right. She said that having a name like the Jacksons, it was a blessing and a curse. So she said she was often overshadowed by Michael Jackson's aura and that it always loomed over her career. Even the producer, Jimmy Jam, that used to work with her, he says in the documentary, even with the success of Control, I don't think she was able to escape Michael's shadow. He said, every time she would go on tour or go around, people would ask her questions about her brother. Now, you see in the clip of the documentary, it shows during a publicity tour overseas. Every interview that Janet engaged in, it was people asking her questions about Michael. Does he really have an oxygen tank? When is his next album coming out? And then even during that clip, there was a couple fans that peeked into Janet's limo and they fire off questions about Michael. Now, anyone going through something like that, y'all would understand her frustration, okay? She says the name is a blessing and a curse. Being a Jackson, Janet Jackson, the Jackson name is a blessing and a curse. It opened up a lot of doors, but having that last name, it came with a great deal of scrutiny, she said. Now, when she started talking about, as it pertains to her brother, when she started talking about Michael Jackson and the abuse allegations, she said she tried to offer him as much support as possible, but the accusations against him ended up having repercussions in her own career. She said it was frustrating for her. She said, it was frustrating for me. We have our own separate lives, and even though he's my brother, that has nothing to do with me. I wanted to be there for him, to support him as much as I possibly could. And when he settled that lawsuit against the alleged victim in 94, paying him $23 million, Janet feared that it made him look guilty. She says Michael wound up giving money to the family. He just wanted it to go away, but that looks like you're guilty. She said that made him look guilty. Now, during this time, Janet was about to sign a deal with Coca-Cola, and it was the biggest of her career, but the company ended up pulling out. And she said it was basically because she was guilty by association. She says, when that came out, Coca-Cola said, no, thank you. Guilty by association. That's what they call it, right? Those are her words. She said, they said, no, thank you. Guilty by association. Ain't that what they call it? Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Now, Janet went on to claim that Michael's team, they even made it hard for her to see her brother after the allegations. And even when they worked together on that 95 single Scream, they were kept apart when shooting the music video. She says, Michael shot at nighttime and I shot during the day. His record company would block off his set so I couldn't see what was going on. They didn't want me on set. I felt like they were trying to make it very competitive between the two of us. That really hurt me because I felt I was there fighting the fight with him, not to battle him. I wanted it to feel like old times between him and I, and it didn't. Old times had long passed. And after that, Janet admitted that their relationship had actually started to change. And even before then, she said a decade earlier, even during the Thriller album, he started to change. She said, that's the time Mike and I started going our separate ways, and he just wasn't as fun as he used to be. Now, I mean, I know that stardom and fame can do that to a person, but I feel like Michael Jackson, he had a lot of demons. He had been going through a lot in his career. He had a lot of handlers. He had a lot of people that were in his ear, that were in his life. And, being that big of a celebrity, you kind of get in your own way. You forget about your family, your friends, people that you came up with. And it can be, it can be hard on the people that love you. It can be hard on your family members. And given the fact that they were both in the public eye, they were both superstars, I always felt like, Janet was the little sister that couldn't get out of his light. Like she was the female version of Michael Jackson. So the fact that she covered this and said this in the documentary, that there was always, this aura, she was always in his shadow. It was obvious. And that's why her career was able to do so well, because it was more so like, okay, she was a female. His other brothers and people that were in his life, Jermaine, that wanted to have a career, they couldn't. When I was doing my video, you going to check that out on Clive Davis. When I did the research on that, I uncovered that Michael and Jermaine, they had a rivalry. When I was doing the video about the top 10 things you didn't know about Michael Jackson, I uncovered that, that him and Jermaine, they struggled with their relationship because he didn't want to see anyone else successful other than him. But he allowed Janet, it was okay because she was a female. She was a female. She would, he wouldn't stand in her way. She was allowed to go forth and have a career. She was the female version of Michael Jackson. Her dance moves, everything that she gave, it was a female version of Michael Jackson. So y'all go on ahead and check out that documentary. I'm not, of course, I'm not the ambassador. I'm not getting paid for it, but it's very interesting. Answers a lot of questions. I'm surprised that she opened up as much as she did and was as vulnerable as she was. But I feel like she was surface vulnerable. I don't feel as though she really gave. It was media friendly. It was TV friendly. It still's not giving what it was supposed to give. It wasn't as detailed as I would have liked it. It wasn't as juicy. It gave, but it didn't really give. It was safe. It was TV and media safe. Okay. Moving right along. Oh boy. Travis Scott. Now, Travis Scott is being dropped. Travis Scott is being dropped from Coachella. All right. Oh, God. He has been removed from the list of performers for the Coachella 2022 festival. Multiple reports have reported this. All right. Now, this news is coming after more than 60,000 people signed a change.org petition to remove the rapper from the festival's list of performers after 10 people died and many more were injured at his Astro World Festival in Houston back in November. Now, the petition urged Golden Voice, AEG, and festival co-owner Paul Toilette to drop Travis, claiming that the rapper displayed gross negligence and sheer lack of compassion for human life. Coachella told the rapper's agent, Carol Lewis, that it intended to remove him from the lineup, but they would pay a kill fee to have him no longer perform. Nearly 2,800 Astroworld attendees have filed claims against Travis Scott and the promoters, Live Nation, and others who were behind the event, alleging they were negligent in the planning. Attorneys for victims and festival organizers have agreed to consolidate the numerous lawsuits into one massive case to be overseen by a single judge. Now, I don't want to make this sound, but I do believe that these lawsuits are against Live Nation. They are not against Scott himself. I'm not sure if he is specifically being sued, all right? I'm not sure. But it appears that it could be all of them, that it could be Scott, Live Nation, and a few other people that helped plan this. But I don't have the court documents. I don't have it, so I'm not sure. So it could be him and the promoters, but from my recollection and what I've read, it seems to be that it's all of them, all right? So, yes. Yes. So they're saying they want him removed from Coachella. They signed a petition, and they made it happen. Okay, so, when people say that you can't be canceled, when people say you cannot be canceled, that is a lie. The people have spoken. It only took 60,000 signatures, and it was going to go up. All right, it was going to go up. It was going to be way more people than that said, get him out of here, get him off of this roster. So 60,000 signatures got it done, and it is done. He will not be performing. I mean, he was negligent, a lot of people, they say he incites this type of behavior. He incites riots. He incites people to just get too excited, and they plump over each other, rush the stage, and he encourages it. They like to, to hop off the stage and dive into a sea of people. He has these very charged atmosphere when he performs. So they said, no, we're not having it. We don't care. I don't know. Somebody must have got mad down there to the Illuminati at Travis Scott. It's given, you must didn't do something, didn't offer up something. You didn't do something. Mama Chris can't get you out of this. They can't light their candles and get you back on the right track. Something going on down there to the Kardashians when it comes to Travis Scott. I wouldn't be surprised if his ass don't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs next. Because, honey, I don't know what it's given. They trying to take everything from this man. What is it? What did you do? I mean, he was always doing this. This isn't new behavior. You know what I mean? It's very sad and tragic that these people died, but what do you expect when you have that type of environment and you up there? We don't know what you was doing. I don't know. Did it wasn't enough people during this? Whatever the people is alleging that it was a ritual, that it was some type of sacrifices going on. What happened? Did it not go through the way you wanted it to go through? And it just wasn't enough people. The goal was to be more people because, honey, they taking you through it. They done removed it. You got deals you done lost. Child, what did you do down there? What did you do down there? Oh, I see. Oh, we got some people that are making it rain. I see y'all out there. Look what I got for y'all. Super chats. We got Blogs and Tees with the $4.99. He says, girl, you got me dying laughing. Just blowing smoke just for me. I know that's right. Thank you. And we got Helen Johnson with the $19.99. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now, we got one more topic to get through, and then we're going to go with our Scan the Gram segment where we talk about all things we found on the gram. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty, child, they are being sued again. Nicki Minaj's husband sued for allegedly punching a security guard. A security guard who worked a 2019 Nicki Minaj concert in Germany claims the rapper's husband, Kenneth Petty, sucker punched him in the jaw. The guard, Thomas Weidenmuller. Okay, now we know that's a white man. I thought when I first saw these articles and headlines, I thought it was a black man or someone. But honey, they said the guard name is Thomas Weidenmuller. All right. Now, Mr. Weidenmuller is now suing the couple, saying in court documents that he has had to undergo multiple surgeries since the alleged assault. He claims the incident occurred after Minaj berated a female security guard for allowing a male fan to get on stage during her performance back in 2019, March to be exact. Now, Nicki allegedly yelled at the guard, calling her a effing B, while recording her belittling the woman, okay? She recorded this. All right, she gonna call a woman an effing B and record it. This is all in the court documents. Now, as head of security for the evening, Weidenmuller says he stepped up to to console the female guard, who was in tears, before he approached Nicki to discuss the alleged incident. And she said to him, "Who do you think you are?" She said, yelling, before she allegedly threw her shoe at him. When she missed him with her shoe, Weidenmuller claims he was called back to her room for another verbal beating, another verbal assault from Nicki Minaj before her husband, Kenneth Petty, punched him out of the blue, breaking his jaw. Weidenmuller alleges the hit resulted in him undergoing 8 surgeries to repair the damage to his jaw, which involved inserting 5 plates into his face. He also claims 6 more surgeries are required to completely repair the damage. Weidenmuller claims in his suit that Nicki provoked the assault, which is why he is suing both her and Petty for the damages, including his medical bills. Now, I got to read that part one more again. Weidenmuller alleges that the hit resulted in him undergoing 8 surgeries. Now, one single hit, this man punched you. Now, normally, I don't even do this. All right. Now, 8 surgeries to repair the damage to his jaw, which involved inserting 5 plates into his face. He also claims 6 more surgeries. So that's 11. All right, 5. No. That's 14. 8 surgeries to repair the damage to the jaw. And now he needs 6 more to completely get it all rectified after you got 5 plates in your mouth. All right. So 8 and 6 is 14. Okay. That's a lot of goddamn surgeries. All right. You got 14 surgeries going on. So he wants to be financially compensated for damages, and he wants his medical bills paid. Now, this is what I had to say about this. Now, usually, I don't really get involved with Nicki Minaj and her husband I don't stand on their side. But for this one, I have to say, I got to side eye and say, is this the exact truth? Are you trying to protect them and you trying to minimize? Because one punch to the jaw. Now, he must be hitting hard. Kenny must really be hitting hard. Now, judging by his size, I'm not going to say that but I would need to really see medical proof and documentation of this, because I can't imagine one punch to the face. I can't imagine one punch to the face would need 14 surgeries. That's just a little too much for me. Okay. Now he's going to have to really prove this in court. I need the medical documentation. Sorry, sir. I need all that. I'm not with you being attacked. I'm not condoning violence. We don't condone violence over here on the Sweep Doc. We damn sure don't. But we know. I mean, it's giving more like he stomped your ass out. Okay. And Nicki encouraged her. She was like, get him, Zoe, get him, Zoe. I mean, I can see that. We took us down. We didn't know what to do. You took us down. We was too through. Like, I get that. You know what I mean? You took us down. We didn't know what to do. You took us down. We was too through. I mean, I know. I get it. But I would need to see some more proof, because I can't. One punch It took one punch. You need 14 surgeries, 5 plates. That's a lot, sir. That sounds like a beating. They stomped your ass out. So I don't know if you're trying to protect them or what, and you trying to downplay it. But honey, you need to tell it all. We need to know what it's all giving, because that's a stomp out. Okay, one punch. Don't do that. Okay, one punch. It's not giving. What are y'all talking about in the comments? I'm thinking brass knuckles, okay? Dudes needs to be a bodyguard and not her husband, okay? I mean, I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying it. He might have a corrupt doctor. He's trying to get a free facelift. Life of the Leonard family says it could have happened if he hit him in the right spot. Now, I know if you hit a person, because I'm going to tell you, I know a little something about, boxing. And I know if you hit somebody on that chin, you know what I mean? If you hit him in the right spot, you could knock a person out. You hit him in the right spot, right there on that chin, boop, you're gone. So I don't know. Was you knocked out and you thought it was only one punch? It could have been. Now, see, he could have got knocked out, boop, and he could have got stomped after that and don't remember, because 14 surgeries, no, sir. One punch and 5 plates, that's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. We have reached our Scan the Gram segment. Yeah. Woo child. Is it a love triangle? Do we have a love triangle going on? Do we? Now, sources are saying that Julia Fox was reportedly dating Drake before her fling with Kanye West. And Kanye is low-key mad about it. All right, so it looks like before Julia Fox started pouncing around with Kanye, she was allegedly booed up with Drake. According to Page 6, Miss Fox is not new to dating big-name rappers. A source close to Fox and Ye claims that Julia had a short fling with Drake a little over a year ago. Apparently, Drake reached out to her via Instagram DMs following her acting role in the 2019 film Uncut Gems. The two started dating briefly, and after she had already left her longtime boyfriend. All right. The source says Drake showered Julia in gifts, including getting her 2 Birkin bags during a Valentine's Day weekend back in February of 2020. February 2020. Okay. COVID, Corona, quarantine time. Everybody was booed up. The source continued to say that Julia even stayed at Drake's Toronto mansion, but the trip was cut short due to the outbreak of COVID in March of 2020. I told you. Julia eventually got back with her boyfriend and the father of a 1-year-old son shortly after that, though. Yeah, because, honey, it was during COVID, honey. She went back to her boo because they was quarantined. She said, I can't quarantine with Drake. Drake said, I'm not taking your ass to quarantine. I might have screwed you and got you a couple Birkin bags, but we ain't about to be booed up and laid up. I'm not trying to get you pregnant. Even though Julia and Drake's fling was short-lived, the source said that Kanye is not too happy about it. Hopefully Drake and Ye didn't rekindle their little beef over Julia. Now, what are y'all thoughts about this? Okay, now, what is the people saying in the comments? Because we like to look at the comments of the people. And the people said, Drake don't care. Julia in her bag, leave her be. Someone else says, what is so special about this white woman? Someone else said, everybody just sleeping with everybody, man. Someone else says, like she says, she dates or dated billionaires before, and then they said, Drake, I thought we was better than this. Ciao. Now, what y'all think about this? I need to know what y'all think about this. What y'all think about it, okay? What y'all think about Miss Julia and Drake dating before she dated Kanye? It says, oh, thank you, Venetia. I need to know, what is it giving? Okay. I mean, that's how it is in Hollywood. Everyone is dates everyone. They pass everyone around. You know what I mean? It's like it's an elite group of women that just get passed around from man to man. So this isn't surprising to me. I mean, she's a white woman in Hollywood, a young white woman in Hollywood, and that's what happens. They get passed around. I mean, once you're at a certain level and you get a caliber quality of men, you ain't going down below that, honey. So, honey, Miss Julia said, who can I go to next after Drake? Kanye. A billionaire. I mean, you just dating a millionaire. Billionaire. I mean, after Kanye, honey, who you gonna go down to? Because this fling is gonna die out soon as well. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one. Now, we have another one. We got a group of 3, okay? A group of 3. They are brothers from Texas, and they are accused of killing their stepfather for allegedly sexually abusing their sister. Okay, now more than 230,000 people, 230,000 people have signed this change.org petition, all right? They are calling for 2 Texas brothers and their friend to be released from prison. The 3 young men were arrested for allegedly beating their stepfather to death after he was accused of molesting their sister. All right. According to NY Post, 18-year-old Alejandro Trevino and 17-year-old Kristen Trevino became enraged after discovering that their stepdad, Gabriel Quintanilla, allegedly touched their sister inappropriately. Quintanilla already has had an arrest warrant served for abusing another child in that way. Authorities say the Trevino brothers confronted Quintanilla at his home last week before things got physical. Their friend Juan Melendez reportedly joined in, and they allegedly killed the stepfather. Okay. They started up with the beating, and then allegedly the man was killed. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? What do you think about it? All right. Now, the people in the comments said, where do I sign? For real? I'm not a resident, but I'll be willing to sign it. Some people said, free them now. I mean, let them go. They did nothing wrong. And somebody said, let me add my signature. And somebody else said, let me go sign it quickly. I need to go do it now. What do you guys think? Right? Yeah, Helen says, pedos are not salvable. Their recidivism rate is 85%. Pretty Brown says, I don't blame them. I mean, some crimes and some things that happen, things go wrong. You go in on it thinking that you're going to beat a person up, and the next thing happens, person ends up dead. But you have to look at the crime. But unfortunately, these men, they probably won't get first degree. It'll probably be taken down to manslaughter, maybe like in the second degree or something. But it won't be a crime of passion. It won't be anything like that because they're not, in a relationship or something like that. But I don't know if they have, I don't know if the crime of passion applies to people that commit crimes against a father or a mother or a stepfather or something like that, kids against parents and they're protecting, I don't know if the crime of passion, applies there, but I don't think it would, but I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal professional, but in my opinion, sign the petition, people going down there and signing, you know what I'm saying? I could see people signing that. I can understand it, but unfortunately they killed someone, that's why you have to be careful when you get in a rage, and you gotta think things out when you do things. I know your emotions and they get emotional, and they were protecting their sister. I get it. I understand that. But that's why, I teach my son, and I teach, children and boys that are in my care, that you have to be very careful, because one mistake can go wrong and ruin and change your entire life. So you have to be very careful what you're doing. You know what I mean? How you're operating. Because I get it. Emotions run high. And they were protecting their sister. But unfortunately, their life is going to be affected from this. And they're going to go to jail. They're going to do time. They're not going to get away with it. They're not going to be found not guilty. They're not going to walk away. Now, because they are younger, maybe the punishment won't be as severe. Maybe they won't get as much time, and maybe they won't get tried as adults. But 17, some of you just making it, at the level. Let's see what the age was again for all of them. Let's see. So 17, one of them is already 18. So 17 and 18. One of them is already 17, pushing 8, you know what I mean? So they both 18 really legally, so they won't be tried as children. Cocoa Butter Barbie says, hey, y'all, I'm listening in the background, but I think they need to pay for the crime. But this is a rough one. They took a life, though. Terrible situation. And Tanja says they should have stopped at the beating. Suffering lasts longer. Exactly. Mrs. Jordan signed the petition. I know that's right. Helen says, I can't even watch the crime shows about a child. I cannot do that. I cannot think about that. Definitely true. Monica says, big brothers can be protective over sisters. And Venetia says, well, I need to sign it too. I know that's right. Going down there and Life with the Leonard family says they'll be tried as adults, so that's why I just tell people, you know what I mean? Really just pay attention to what you're doing. Your emotions run high and I get it, but you have to stop. It's got to stop somewhere, so this might have just went a little too far. It's a sad situation, but unfortunately they're going to do time. Now, Chris Brown. Oh, Chris Brown. Now, Chris Brown is being sued for $20 million by a woman who alleges he raped her on a yacht parked at Diddy's Florida home. Chris Brown is accused of raping a woman on December 30th, 2020. The woman, who is a singer, claims Chris grabbed the phone of a friend she was FaceTiming and urged her to come to Diddy's home on Miami Star Island, to which she agreed. Upon arrival, she claims Chris approached her and asked her if she wanted a drink, then motioned her toward the kitchen area of the yacht. Court documents state the woman entered the kitchen with Chris drinking a mixed drink, and he gave he gave her while engaging in a conversation. However, after a second drink, the woman began to feel a sudden, unexplained change in consciousness. The lawsuit continues, stating that the woman felt disoriented, physically unstable, and started to fall in and out of sleep. And that's when she claims Chris led her into a bedroom. In addition, the woman claimed she was drugged and half asleep. However, no police report was made due to embarrassment. The woman is suing for the large lump sum for severe emotional distress. So she wants $20 million. I need to know what the hell is going on down there to Diddy's. Okay, this is where this attack happened with Trey Songz and a victim. Diddy's, a party at Diddy's. What's going on at Diddy's? Now, we know it's always celebrities that come out, child. Now, we know Chris says he responded to this, okay? He responded to these allegations, and he says, I hope y'all see this pattern of cap. Whenever I'm releasing music or projects, they try to pull some real BS. So he's stating that they're coming out doing this because he has a record out, all right? Well, Tory Lanez stepped in the conversation, and Tory says, oh, well, honey, well, we going to get to these comments, all right? We're going to get to them comments. Tory says, they really need to leave my dog Chris Brown official alone and just let him be great. Every time he got some good S going on or he start an album rollout, here's somebody come with some fake S to drag him down. I've literally never seen the man be nothing but nice as F to his fans and peers. Let the GOAT be the GOAT. Now, what are the people saying about Tory? Honey, this is what the people said to Tory. This is what the people said to Tory, honey. The people told Tory, now, Tory, we gonna sit this one out this time, friend. Somebody else said the cosign, he didn't need it. Somebody else said anyone that makes false allegations deserves some prison time. Somebody else said real deal, 100%, bruh, be in his own lane here lately. I don't know what real deal, 100%, bruh, be in his own lane here lately. I don't know what that means. Then somebody else said, Tory, worry about the eggs in your basket, please. He don't need to be speaking on domestic situations, honey. The people have spoken. They said, Tory, mind your biz wax. Now, what was they saying? What was their comments that they had to say about Chris Brown? Let's look into that. I wanted to know, what was the people saying? What was the comments saying about Chris Brown down there drugging and raping women on Diddy's yacht? What do you think they had to say? And when he come out and saying that, this is all cap, what do you think they said? They said, one thing about Chris, he gonna say something. And somebody else said, I believe Chris, but Trey, I believe he did it. Then they said, stop lying on him. Somebody else said, I don't believe he did it. Leave that man alone, shaking my head. Then the last person said, ever since this man acquired ownership of his own masters, they've been trying to pull this BS. I absolutely see the trend here. And then this last person said, he probably did it. He probably didn't. Regardless, the truth will come to light. Child, the peoples have spoken, honey. The peoples have spoken. And they said they don't believe that Chris Brown did it. Majority of the people saying that every time he come out with an album, the people is jealous. So they, it's giving, they want to crucify him because, you know what I'm saying, he's coming out with albums and projects, and they just don't, I don't see what him coming out with albums and projects has to do with a rape on Diddy's yacht. I mean, if these women are being raped and they're being attacked and they're being assaulted, let them have their day in court, please. Monica says all this happens around Diddy and nothing happens to Diddy. He just keeps having nasty parties. Marie says Diddy's house. Oh Lord. Pretty Brown says Tory need to worry about his own case. Only Shamari says Tory should have left that one alone. He ain't the right messenger. And Tanger says, when will these men learn? Child, I don't understand it, but I know a lot go on down there to Diddy's. Carisha, girl, what's going on down there? Diddy, because, honey, ever since she got with Diddy, she's a little bit turned out. Carisha don't care about nothing no more. She just out here pop locking it with a behind every time. She's very hypersexual. She was always that way, but it's giving more, I got money. I'm with Diddy now. What the hell is, you done turned them, a lot goes on around Diddy, all right? These men, these parties, Diddy had these alcohol. Trey tried to blame it on, he was intoxicated. He was overly intoxicated. Diddy was putting out too much liquor, and the liquor made me do it. And we already know, we hear allegations of Chris Brown, what he like to, every now and then, he like to every now and then. So, when you're on things and it's giving you're clouded, your judgment is clouded. You get a little more freaky, want to do things, and you think the woman is with it because you're Chris Brown. But if you feel like that, why you got to drug them? Why you got to slip something in their drink? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have these women. You ain't got to slip in. She already went back with you. She knew what you wanted to do. You think you just wanted to go on down to the yacht with you? She knew what it was given. So you probably didn't even have to drug her. So it was the point of drugging her. If you had to just wind and dine her, half of these Instagram thoughts, they willing to do it. So it was the drugging for me and it was the raping for me. Really didn't need to do it. She probably would have allowed it. Okay. Now, honey. Now, one thing that I will say to his defense. Because this is alleged. We don't know if this happened. We don't know. One thing I will say in his defense, these women know what they're going there for. They do know. If a man is asking you to go to a yacht, a famous man, he is not interested in having a relationship with you. He is asking you to go back. What do you think? You see these stories in the press, you already know what it's given. Going to a yacht with Diddy, it's nothing but men, alcohol, drinking, and everything going on. So what do you think could possibly happen? Doesn't mean that you want it, doesn't mean that you're asking for it, but why put yourself in that situation? I would never put myself, I'm like, I don't care who you are as a celebrity. I'm good. And didn't your mama ever tell you not to drink a drink that someone already poured for you? You're supposed to pour your own drink, ma'am. You never take a drink from someone that has already poured a drink. Like, no. Woo. So, child. So I creep. Yeah, just keep it on the down low. Monica, yes. I feel Breezy stopped the snow for a minute because he been looking better. Okay, maybe, but honey, these actions. Now, this is back in 2020. Why is all these women just now coming out with it? It's 2022. We going on a year and a couple of months. You're just now what is it? The shit just wearing off now, and you feel like, okay, let me go. Embarrassment. What you embarrassed about? Chris Brown did that to you, and you could probably get a few dollars. Girl, you better get over that embarrassment. Somebody violated you. You were drugged. So what is the drugs? You was still clouded. It's 2022 now. Girl, you should have been filed that. That's all I got to say. Child. Now, a mother. Ooh, this one here. Louisiana woman indicted for allegedly tossing her 10-month-old and 5-year-old in a lake. A Louisiana woman by the name of Eureka Rochelle Black allegedly threw her 10-month-old baby and his 5-year-old brother into a lake. Unfortunately, the 10-month-old baby did not survive the tragedy, but the 5-year-old did. According to Vlad TV, Eureka Black is now being indicted on murder charges for her 10-month-old Joshua Khalif Black and attempted second-degree murder for the 5-year-old's near-death experience. She is now facing 10 to 50 years without parole or probation. Now, what do you think, you guys? Should they throw the book at her? What do you think the people said? Child. The people said, throw the book at her. Oh my goodness. I didn't even, well, we don't have the comments for that. I'm so sorry. That one will not play. That was what I was having problems with my, I forgot. Sorry, guys. I was having problems with that clip. So that, unfortunately, I do not have the comments for that clip. But basically, a lot of the people in the comments was like, honey, throw the book at this woman. Throw the book at her. You know, she done killed the 10-month-old baby. The 5-year-old survived it and probably is traumatized from being thrown in the lake by his mother, knowing that the 10-month-old baby didn't make it. So everyone, basically, their sentiments was all the same. Get rid of that hoe. You know, so I don't know. Definitely throw the book at her. Exactly. Damn, what the F is wrong with people losing their damn minds? Wait, what? Just throw this woman away. Exactly. Honey, threw them in a lake. Now, the baby didn't make it, but the 5-year-old lived, girl, under the jail. Death row. Don't get out. She don't deserve. I mean, there's women that cannot birth children, and this is what you're doing out here, girl. You need to go. Up. I see y'all showing out in the chat. Thank y'all so much. We got Soleil 846 coming through with the $9.99, and we got Sean with the $2. The book and some fists at her. Thank you so much, guys, for the super chats. We love you. All right, now, ooh, child, look at this one. Now look at this. Now, child, now y'all know this story right here. Now y'all know. 20-year-old woman viciously attacked by 2 dogs while pet sitting. They tore off and ate both of her ears, her nose, and her lips. This woman was viciously attacked while she was house sitting some dogs. And they bit her face off, basically. Her ears, both of them, her lips, and her nose. These dogs right here, these two dogs. She was pet sitting them and they ate both of her ears. Child. Now, I looked at these dogs And I said, these cannot be the two dogs that ate her ears, nose, and lips. She was viciously attacked. These had to be her pets. It was not these two dogs. I looked at this and I said, wait a minute. These are golden retrievers. I don't know of any stories where there were ever any golden retrievers to eat anyone's ears, nose, and lips off. All right. Now this looks like some pit bull activity to me. Okay. Poor baby. She can't hear, she can't smell, and she cannot eat. I don't know if they put it back on or what, but what y'all think the people had to say about that? Child, what did he say? What y'all think the people had to say? Now, the article reads, woo, neighbors, these dogs might need to get put to sleep. A 22-year-old Texas woman was allegedly attacked by two dogs that she was house sitting back in December, leaving her without ears, a nose, and lips. She has since filed a civil lawsuit against the owners. According to People, the woman Jacqueline Duran was attacked by a mixed breed German Shepherd and a pit bull. I told y'all it wasn't them two goddamn golden retrievers. There had to be a pit bull involved. Now, German Shepherds, I was bit by a German Shepherd when I was a kid. So yes, those things do bite. All right. So she'd been hired to watch them while a family was out of town. All right. Now, the lawsuit, which alleges negligence and premise liability by the dog's owners, Ashley Joe Bishop and Justin Avery Bishop, claims the attack permanently and catastrophically disfigured the woman. In the suit, Jacqueline alleges that when she was unlocking the door to the Bishop's house, the dogs just pushed the door open and brutally attacked her. During the vicious attack, the dogs ripped her clothes off. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. And tore off and ate. I can't stop. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh God. They every time I try to read it, they ate both of Jacqueline's in her ears, her nose, her lips, and most. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, I gotta get myself together. I'm sorry. Oh, they ate her ears, her nose. Oh. I'm so sorry. Her lips and most of her face below her eyes. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Roxy. I can't. I'm trying. I'm really trying. The lawsuit also claims that owners told Jacqueline that the animals Wait, just let me get it out. Just let me get it out. Okay, let me get it out so I can finish. Okay, let me get it out. Woo! Okay, the lawsuit also claims that owners told Jacqueline that the animals would be that they would be locked up before they left the house. What's crazy about this is that the owners are standing by the dogs, noting that she had met the dogs before without incident. So she's saying, the owners is like, we met these dogs. She met them, and I don't know why they did this to her. So, however, Jacqueline's legal team alleges that they knew the dogs were dangerous from the sign on the front door. So there's a sign on the Bishop's front door which reads, "Crazy dogs. Please don't knock or ring the bell. Call or text instead. So the lawyer says this shows that they actually knew or reasonably should have known of the dog's dangerous propensities. She's seeking unspecified monetary damages. The attack happened one day before her 22nd birthday, and she's currently still in the hospital. Now, what do you guys think that the comments section was saying? Now, the comments section, honey, they said, I know you fucking lying, and y'all be quick to say y'all dogs don't bite. Kiss my ass. Somebody else said, Jesus Christ, this is traumatizing. Somebody said the beginning of the sentence is effed up. Oh my God. Poor baby, tragic. Somebody said something don't sound right. And then somebody else said, baby, huh? I am so sorry. I really tried to keep it together with this story. I really did. But honey, this is a tragic situation. It really is. But they ate off her ears, her nose, and her lips. And to be honest, the owners, they knew that these dogs were wild. They knew that these dogs were vicious because that sign on the door talking about crazy dogs. You're telling people to call or text. Don't just come knocking on my door. You got to call or text. So that means people that how they going, and that you give your number to, they can't just come and knock on your door because it's going to set the dogs off. They're going to go crazy. And if they come, when I come to the door to let you in, they're going to knock me down to get after you. So these people knew. I agree with the attorneys, and this woman deserves every damn dime. Sue the pants off of them, and they better come up. You better take a second mortgage or whatever out on your house to pay me my money because, honey, I can't smell, eat, I can't hear, none of that. They said she's permanently, these things are gone. It's nothing they can do about it. So they ripped her. This has to be devastating. It was just before her 22nd birthday, the day before. She's a college graduate. Judging by the picture, you could tell either that was high school or college. I don't know. But she's a graduate, and it's given, honey, she didn't ask for this. She was going on over down there to babysit the dogs, and they tore her ass up. So that's terrible. Oh, well, God, here go. This is for the barbs. Here y'all go.
Nicki Minaj is back. She's ready to return. Uh-oh. So Nicki Minaj surprised fans on Wednesday saying there's new music. A first single features Lil Baby. It's called Do We Got a Problem? And it's supposed to hit streaming services next Friday, February 4th. So let's see, man.
I had the pleasure
Minaj.
of sitting on a call with Nicki Minaj while she played music. This record sounds damn good. You're reminded how good Nicki is, and I got to be honest, it's kind of awesome that she went away, had the baby, obviously had some shit going on in her personal life, and it's coming back, and the music sounds good. The music sounds good. I think people will definitely be reminded of how talented she is.
Oh, absolutely.
So now, this is what I have to say about this. I'm pretty sure the record, the single is amazing. I'm pretty sure it is. Nicki, there's no doubt she's talented. You cannot take that away from her. You can't take, but she has a nasty attitude, which is why she's being sued. Her and Kenny are being sued again. We just went over that story. She encouraged her husband to beat up that man and stomp him and knock his ass out to the point where he got all these damn surgeries he need. While we don't take away from her talent, she got to get her attitude together. She's problematic. She's known in the industry for being problematic. But she's very talented, so I'm pretty sure the music is going to be fire. I'm sure she's talking a lot of shit, just judging by the title of the song. I'm sure she's talking a lot of shit. She's giving attitude. She's giving a lot of shit off, getting her shit off in this song. Speaking indirectly and directly, hint, hint, to people that what she been going through in this these last few months. We know she been trending for her situation with her husband. So in these last couple years, what she been dealing with. So I'm pretty sure she gonna be doing a lot of subliminal shading in the song. But it's probably gonna be fire. It's probably gonna be giving everything that it's supposed to give. I'm sure, you know, Nicki is definitely a solid female rapper. You got to give her flowers and her things when it comes to that. So I'm pretty sure the Barbs are going to be hype. I know that they're all gearing and just sitting at the edge of their seats waiting on this shit, you know. But what y'all saying about this? Every time Cardi is trending, here comes Nicki. I'm just saying, here she come. It's like, girl. But I'm pretty sure she's going to be talking a lot of shit. It's going to give what it's supposed to give. So let's see what it's giving. Oh, child, next up, Dreezy. Okay, now Dreezy. She was on trending on, or not trending, but they posted her on the Shade Room because she out here buying shit like this. She said, cop them anyway. Now, these are shoe boots that look like feet. And you can see the heels and the edge of them mother sunches. They got the little black honey. First off, this look like it's getting ready to break right off. This look like a person's foot that they got on these little heels and they about to break off. This look like you about to break your ankles. But these are boots. They look like feet. But she said she copped them. She think they cute. Now, what y'all think about these shoes? I would never wear anything like this. First of all, it's just not enough support down here in my feet and back here with this heel. So what y'all think what you think the people had to say about this shit? Ooh, what y'all think the people had to say about this? Ooh, child. The people said, not the prosthetics. Y'all better not, meaning y'all better not go on out here and try to find these damn things and buy them. Somebody says, y'all celebrities wear anything. Oh my God. Somebody says, we're in the mannequin challenge. Good night, I can't. This person said, I'm not wearing white feet. And then she said, I thought they forgot to put the shoes in the picture. Somebody said that. I thought that was a mannequin. Ooh. Girl, that's just giving, like, no ma'am. I can't. I think that, they're trash. I mean, that's trash. Like, girl, of all the things you could have purchased, just buying anything at this point. Just buying because you can buy. That's what that's giving. Just buying because I can buy. Ooh, now this next clip, y'all gotta check this next clip out.
You won't Ladybug for Halloween, and that is up.
Oh!
I'm just saying that.
What's that?
And you didn't let him be a Ladybug for Halloween, and he started crying, and I felt so bad, and I thought that was wrong.
I mean,
keep it real. Why?
Listen, Jonathan, you know
why
I love
do you like ants better than Ladybug?
Listen, hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. No.
I want to end this moment. It can't happen. It's okay. This is what happened to you. But thank you for coming. Everybody's going to overtalk each other, so let's end this. Thank you for coming.
I remember how Peter and Tara's son wanting to be a ladybug was a big deal in his house. And something just clicked in me where I said, I have to say this right now. Peter is not like anti-gay or anything like that, but he still did that to his son.
I did not know the difference between a ladybug or what it was. I was just like, this is what it was. Don't do that. Don't have your moment tonight, Amina.
No.
Don't do that.
She was allowed to
You're not
say
saying
that.
nothing.
I'm just saying.
But don't let him say that.
I put a pink shirt on. I got my flag. I love him.
Don't do that. Don't have a moment on me like that.
Get
out of here, man.
Don't leave it at that.
So what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that whole discussion about the baby wanting, he was 4 years old, and I guess for Halloween, he wanted to be a ladybug. And, Peter is not having it. I guess he felt like it was too feminine, so he didn't want the baby to be a ladybug. So do you guys think that 4 years old, that, you know, a ladybug, a boy, you know, being a ladybug, was Peter wrong for not allowing his son to dress up as a ladybug for Halloween? Now we know that, you know, a lot of macho men, a lot of times they think that, you know, if you let boys play with dolls, or if you let them, you know, have things that are feminine, that is going to make them be homosexual or gay. So what do you guys think about that? My opinion, the baby is 4. You know, a ladybug doesn't really have a gender. I don't know if ladybugs are males or females. I'm not sure. Maybe all ladybugs are women. I don't know. I mean, ladybug, I guess that means that they're all females. I didn't know that ladybugs were all females. I mean, I guess the name ladybug, but I never really thought of that. I'm just real enough to, I never knew that a ladybug was feminine. I really didn't. That it was, that all of those bugs are women. I didn't know that. So it says, how do we know what Peter felt? I think people are reading too much into it. I mean, I don't know, but I know that is what they're alluding to. We don't know, but that's what it's given. That's what they're trying to allude, that he felt some kind of way because it's a feminine thing, and the son is 4. So that's what they were giving for this moment. I don't know if that's really what, I've never heard if he said that or if that's what the conversation was, but that's what they were trying to portray, that it was because, you know, a ladybug is supposed to be feminine and the son is male, and you can't put that, you know, on a child because they need to make to me, that's just too much. At the end of the day, kids are kids, and I think we just need to allow children to be children and stop reading too much into things. But what do you guys think? Let the baby be whatever he wants to be for Halloween. 4 years old. But some people are like that. Y'all know that. It's some people that just do not deal with things like that. They don't, everything. There's a lot of men that are very masculine, and they're like, this is this. This means this. And I hate to tell you, but a child dressing up as a ladybug isn't going to make them gay, isn't going to make them straight, isn't going to make any of that. That's something that is within. That's something that kids are dealing with within. I don't know what other people think about society and all that. That's not for me to put out there. My own beliefs and my opinions are my own, and I try not to even touch subjects like that because people have their own opinions, and it's not for me to put my opinions on other people and what my beliefs are. But I just feel some things are just too much, and we just put too much on kids. 4 years old, a ladybug, I don't think it would have hurt anybody. So let me know what you guys think about that. All right. Ladybugs are male and female. Okay. Just because it's a lady in the name, that means it's feminine. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that ladybugs were you know what I mean? So for anyone to take away from a ladybug being, it's a girl costume and my son's a boy, he needs to have this. To me, that's too much, because I didn't know that ladybugs were all women. Like, just because it says that doesn't mean, is that really the name for that bug? A ladybug? Is that something that we came up with? I don't even think the bug's name is really ladybug. It's probably giving some Ardipithecus ceramatus, something like that. It's not ladybug. I think we came up with that name. Like, stop. Right, Tweety Bird is a male and everyone thinks he's female. Exactly. Cocoa Butter Barbie says, I was a cowboy just like my older brother. No attraction to females to this day. Right. Murder Magic Trick says, by giving a 2-year-old girl a baby is, but giving a 2-year-old girl a baby is not too much. Torrevio says, Peter barely has time for any of his 11 children, let alone an active parent. His views weren't based on parenting at all. Now, if this man got 11 kids, child, what you even doing talking about anything about this? You need to be dealing with your parenting skills. 11 kids? Whew.
Motherfucker from fucking Uber Eats didn't bring my fucking food. Talking about he a ride. This is not a safe place. You punk motherfucker. Where my food at, nigga? You got all my goddamn money, punk. Motherfucker from fucking Uber Eats didn't bring my fucking food. Talking about here, ride. This is not a safe place. You punk motherfucker. Where my food at, nigga? You got all my goddamn money, punk.
Now, first of all, I need to know, where was Snoop at? Where was he slumming that the Uber Eats driver said it was not a safe place to deliver this food? I thought Snoop, being a rich celebrity, was hidden behind some gate somewhere. So where was Snoop slumming at? Let me know in the comments where y'all think Snoop was slumming at that he wasn't able to get his food delivered. He said that Uber driver pulled up and didn't want to deliver the food and kept the money. Well, we know when you do Uber, it's on the app. So he didn't pay the driver, he paid Uber. So all you got to do is go on and get you a refund and request DoorDash. That's what we all do. When we don't get our food from Uber, we request DoorDash. Just go on to the next app. You know what I'm saying? But where was you at, Snoop, that they didn't want to deliver? You wasn't in the Hollywood Hills or behind that mansion. You was down there in the slum somewhere slumming. What, you went down there to the weed man because the dispensary was closed? You had to go down to the weed man to get your weed. Honey, where was Snoop at? Y'all drop in the comments and let me know. If you catching the replay, let me know where you think Snoop was at how come he couldn't get his Uber Eats.
Don't freak out, but I think I almost got snatched up. So they don't have Ubers where I'm filming, and I had to call a taxi. So I get this number, but the truck that the van that pulls up is real sketchy looking, but there's a guy in the back seat, right? So when he jumps out, the guy is just standing there. I thought he was getting dropped off, but he's just standing there, and he goes, "Get in." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Get in." And I go, "No." And then I look at the car, look inside the car, it's fucked up. The rubber is pulled up from the bottom. There's dirt everywhere. The back seat looked like it's snatched out for a fucking reason. And so the guy in the front seat, the driver goes, "Get in the car." And I go, "Well, I'm not getting in the car." And the guy in the back is like kind of mushing his body towards me to get in the car. And the guy says, "Well, then get in the front seat then." I said, "I'm not getting in that fucking car. Fuck y'all. Fuck out of here," right? I asked the lady at the front desk, I said, "Yo, who's the guy that gave me this number?" And she was like, "Why would he give you this number?" Yo, this trafficking shit is real, but they got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. Because I ain't Gina, bitch.
Tisha Campbell says she ain't Gina, bitch. Dude, this character you seen on Martin Lawrence, I am not her, and you is not about to abduct me. First of all, that man, whoever gave that number to get that damn driver, they knew what they was trying to do. They said, "We gonna try to kidnap her. This is Gina. This Tisha Campbell. We gonna try to kidnap her." Because, honey, how they pull up with a van, the seats pull out in the back, they telling you to get in, honey. You better be lucky they didn't grab you. Where was your security? Why are you down there out front negotiating a ride? Where's your driver? Why you need to be calling an Uber? Now, if you're somewhere filming, now see, this is the lies for me, these celebrities. Now, Tisha, I love you, girl. Gina was my girl. Martin was my show. But ma'am, why do you not have a driver? What's going on with these celebrities lately that don't have drivers? Why are you down to a set, and ain't nobody got no driver? Why, whatever you need to be doing, why are you calling an Uber? You're Tisha Campbell. Why are you calling an Uber? You should be having someone drive you where they need to go. The set, you need to be, them peoples need to be responsible for your transportation. Child, I don't know whether to laugh at this story, believe this story, think it's a plot for a movie. I don't know, but Tisha said, "You got me effed up. I'm not Gina. I'm very much Tisha. I'm Tisha from round the way, and I will go upside your head. You're not about to traffic me. You're not about to trick me. I'm not getting pulled up in this van. You better be lucky, girl, that they didn't get out that van and grab your ass and grip your ass up and put you in that van. Because if it was a trafficking situation, like you said, honey, it wouldn't have stopped them. Them people would have jumped out that van and grabbed your ass and put you in the van. Okay, so I need to know why she don't have a driver. Where are you at that they don't have Uber? They don't have Uber. Where you filming at? Where you filming in the middle of the desert? They don't have an Uber. And where you need to go that they don't have an Uber where you are? Where you on Mars? They don't have an Uber. Girl, Uber everywhere. Where you can't even get a cab. You can't. So there was a cab company because they didn't have Uber. Girl, I don't believe any of that. Girl, they got cabs, but they ain't got Ubers. Like, girl, no. Mm-mm. Where are you at that you don't have a driver? What kind of set you on that you don't have a driver? They don't have no security for you. They got you out there talking with folks. Girl, I don't know whether to laugh. I don't know. Like, who's going to pay the driver, right? Who is this Woody Woodpecker? Did she report them? Right. 2 Chainz called Uber too for his wife and kids and got mad at them. Like, the money not long as it used to be. Okay. Oh, a lot of Uber drivers quit. And Murder says, yes, a car should be in your contract. Exactly. Like, girl, I don't understand. Like, what you doing down there to the set and you ain't got no damn driver? Honey, you on somebody's set and they can't drive you nowhere. Oh, I see. Oh, I saw you, Sean. I see you up here. Oh, I'm late. I'm late, but here you go. Thank you so much, Sean, for the $5. Sean says, why don't she just say her and her boyfriend was doing meth? I don't know where that came from, but I think that was an old comment. Y'all got to excuse my camera. It's fading in and out. One of my lights went out right while I was doing my show, but you get the drift. Y'all get the drift. So thank you for hanging in there with me, you guys. I had some cute little segments that we're adding into the show. I'm getting used to them, getting used to playing them and adding them during, our parts when it comes time for that. So just bear with me as we get used to it. It'll get better. The flow will get better. But thank you for hanging in there. This has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And we out. Bye.